until it ran aground.
Aground? Where?
Apparently, they found a massive, uncharted landmass, shrouded by dense mists.
And you let the Alliance get there first! Redirect the invasion fleet. General, you and your best veterans will pave our way. Storm the shore.
Hey guys, Cloud back for another video. The Mists of Pandaria Remix PvE event is now live. I'm going to share with you guys some actual tips and tricks to leveling fast and easy during this event, as well as what I think to be the fastest route for leveling, which I will get into shortly. I'm going to share with you guys all the rewards you can get during this event as well, and how you can get your hands on them. There are 3 different types of rewards this event has to offer. New items rewarded from completing achievements, new items you can buy with the new event currency called bronze, and pre-existing items you can also buy with bronze. The way you gear in the Remix event is much different than retail WoW. As you level up in the WoW Remix, pieces of gear will start gaining sockets. You can obtain special gems to add to each socket for more powerful stats, or even new abilities. Upgrading items also gives them extra sockets. There are no random sockets in the Remix. They are all determined by an item's item level and its slot. One of the first quests you complete when you first start your new Remix character rewards you with a special cloak that will be your bread and butter throughout this event. You can collect threads which add stats to your cloak, such as main stat attributes, all the secondary stats, as well as leech and speed. But most importantly, you get experience gain threads that you can upgrade as high as 324% increased experience gain. There's also several achievements for collecting threads and adding them to your cloak as well. You will unlock several Pandaria cloak transmogs as your cloak becomes more powerful. And each achievement allows your alts to start their WoW Remix journey with some of the power you've collected on your cloak, making leveling that much easier. Your cloak grows in power as you complete content from everything you do, from quests, killing rares, or running dungeons will build up your cloak. You can check how many stats your Cloak of Infinite Potential is giving you at any time by checking your Time Runner's advantage buff, as you see here on my screen. Once the WoW Remix event ends, any characters created during this event will transform into regular retail WoW characters, which makes this event a different way to level characters in preparation for the War Within. It is important to note that time running characters are restricted to the event until its end, while Remix characters are granted item level 415 if they're level 70 by the end of the event. With that said, time runners will not be disqualified from being able to complete the Heritage questlines and receiving those rewards once the event is over. Now it's time to talk about leveling and the fastest way to do so. When you first start out, you'll be pretty fragile and weak until you get your hands on some good gems and level up your cloak a bit. Once you have a few thousand bronze, I suggest heading to an infinite bazaar and find a gem vendor. Buy as many tinker gems as you can until you can get some good ones. I will list a few tinker gems that are extremely OP and will help you level fast. Brittle is an amazing tinker gem that absolutely blows things up. Brittle pairs with a few other good gems which will absolutely annihilate anything in your path. The Slay tinker gem, it basically one-shots anything that hits 10% HP. As it goes for cogwheel sockets, you can choose whatever you like, but I recommend getting either Blink or Heroic Leap as they have the shortest cooldowns and they move the most distance. Personally, Heroic Leap is my favorite since you can control exactly where you will land. You could also get Trailblazer, which is basically a 30% buff each time you're out of combat, which is also good. Then we have Meta Gems, which you only get one of. These are powerful gems that will give you an ability that's either offensive or defensive. You also want to get a good Meta Gem as soon as possible to help you blast through content. Wowhead.com is a complete list of best in slot tinker gems, meta gems, and just gems in general for every character. So I definitely suggest taking a quick peek and search through your best in slot gems for your class. Having proper gems that go best to your class will definitely make leveling much easier, so make sure you buy tinker gems as soon as you can afford it. Dragon riding will be available right out of the gate, so that's something that's going to help us level much faster. All players basically get dragon riding unlocked right away. If you don't have it unlocked in retail, then all you have to do is do a short quest. But the cool thing about this is that you get all 6 bars of vigor unlocked, which helps you get around faster. Make sure to have one dragon riding mount and one regular mount on your action bars. It's good to swap between the two depending on what you're doing. Trying to dragon ride when you're trying to hover over a quest zone looking for something isn't ideal. In this event, you can level by questing, doing dungeons, raids, scenario spamming, or a little bit of everything. A lot of videos and guides out there on YouTube say dungeon spamming is the fastest way to gain experience. But when I was doing my research, I came to the conclusion that questing or dungeon spamming can both be great ways to level. They both have their pros and cons. Dungeon spamming could most definitely be the fastest way to level if you have a coordinated group, but this will get tedious after a while of running the same few dungeons over and over. You can start running dungeons right off the bat, and heroic difficulty can definitely be a bit hard on a fresh character, especially if you don't have any gear or gems yet. Heroic does reward more experience and better loot, but it's harder, and I don't think it's worth the time versus the reward. I do recommend you run dungeons, but not until you're a little bit higher in level. I recommend starting normal once you hit level 20 to earn some extra bronze. You get a cash from completing dungeons that have decent amount of bronze in them as well. You'll need as much bronze as you can get early on to get your best in slot gems from the vendors. Once your cloak is powered up a bit and you have some powerful gems, heroic dungeons will be much smoother. If you plan to go the dungeon approach, I recommend running normal dungeons as you will clear them much faster. Unless you have a solid team, then heroic could be the better move. If fast leveling is what you're looking to do, I suggest questing for the majority of your time. The fastest way to level in my opinion is by following the campaign quest line, picking up every quest that's close by, and completing quests in groups. Mainly focusing on the campaign quests and any quests that are within the vicinity of the campaign quests themselves. Avoid doing side quests that are far off the path or that seem to be taking too much time. You can go back and do all those quests later. I'm going to share with you guys the fastest leveling route that I believe will get you guys to 70 the fastest. My reasoning behind this route is that these quests are all fast, easy, and grouped up. Starting in the Jade Forest, complete most of the quests you can there. You will end up exploring just about the entire zone and completing a majority of all the major quests here. Make sure you're using your dragon riding in the zone as much as possible to get around quickly. Continue with the campaign and work your way to Thunderfoot Fields in the Valley of the Four Winds. Once you get to the Valley of the Four Winds, you will want to do all the quests near the first flight path called Pang's Steed, and all the quests near Thunderfoot Village. Continue doing all the quests in this area until the campaign quests Great Minds Drink Alike comes up. At this point, the quest wants you to move further into the zone, but from here I recommend skipping the Valley of the Four Winds and heading north to Kung Lai Summit. The quests in Kung Lai Summit are short, fast, and very close by. There's a ridiculous amount of fast quests all in a small area which you'll get some huge experience from very quickly. You can blast out this entire zone with ease. Just head north to the Tavern on the Mist where you'll see a quest to take a nice boat ride to head north to Kung Lai Summit where you can begin questing. Once you're in Kung Lai Summit, pick up all the quests in the area and get them done. Make sure you're turning quests in groups versus turning one quest in at a time. Also something to note, if you're questing consistently, your gear will be up to date and you won't really need to upgrade your gear much. As you get new gear from questing, make sure you're swapping it in and out and putting it on so you can kill things faster. Make sure to swap out your gems before scrapping your old gear as well. What I did was every time I turned in a large group of quests, I would quickly go through my gear and swap out all my gems into my higher item level gear and then continue on questing. Once you completed the majority of the quests in Kung Lai Summit, you can head to Townlong Steeps and continue following the campaign quests there if you'd like. Once in Townlong Steeps, you can do all the quests here within the same vicinity of one another. You can stay here and continue to complete the zone, or you can head to the Isle of Thunders and complete the quest line and scenarios there if you choose, but that's up to you. At this point, you should be around level 50 or higher, and should have no issue finding things to do to get fast experience. We will be getting into the rewards part of this video very soon. I'm going to give you guys a nice tip that will help you in your leveling adventure. When you hit level 40, you can run 3 scenarios that will unlock a trinket for you, the Time Runner's Beacon. This comes with 3 prismatic sockets which will give you a good amount of extra stats to help you finish out your last 30 levels. You just need to complete an achievement called Escalation, which requires you to complete 3 of 6 different achievements, 3 of which are just completing scenarios you can run at level 40. Definitely get this done before continuing leveling any further. Just search Escalation in the achievement search bar, or you can just run them all on normal since there's not too many of them anyways, and they give a decent amount of experience, decent bronze, and they're fairly easy to complete as long as it's on normal. Heroic scenarios are a bit more difficult, but they are doable. Once you hit level 60, I recommend doing whatever you've enjoyed the most so far. Your cloak should be pretty jacked up at this point with at least 100% experience boost or higher, depending on how lucky you've gotten, so leveling should be pretty fast at this point for the rest of the way to 70. From here, you can continue to quest your way to 70, or you can start running dungeons or raids to get some of the achievements out of the way. Something to note, running LFR in my opinion is slower experience than questing. I ran 3 wings of Siege of Orgrimmar, and it took the groups just under 2 hours to complete the 3 raids, and I think I gained 1 level during that time. If I spent those 2 hours questing, I would have gotten double that amount, if not more. So ultimately, questing is going to be faster experience than anything else. Depending on how upgraded your cloak is, I was getting almost an entire bar per quest turned in. Make sure to hit level 70 and spend some time building up your cloak a bit after hitting 70 before swapping to an alt. So that way your alts will have an easier time leveling up. It's time to go over all the rewards this event has to offer. First, I'm going to go over all the achievement rewards you can earn from simply completing achievements. The first achievement is called Time Trial. This rewards a mount, the Reign to the August Phoenix mount. This is a mount reminiscent of the Mists of Pandaria challenge mode Phoenix. To earn this achievement, just reach level 20 with any time running character. Next, we have 4 toys which replicate the cosmetic effects of the Mists of Pandaria legendary cloaks. To earn this achievement, just collect 4,200 threads for your cloak. Next achievement reward we have is another toy. The Jade Forest rewards you with the Cherry Blossom Trail, a toy with a Cherry Blossom Trail effect. To earn this reward, you must complete 2 of the following Jade Forest achievements. Next achievement reward on the list is Half Hill's Farmer's Backpack, a cosmetic backpack piece with a chicken. To earn this reward, complete 2 of the following achievements in the Valley of the Four Winds. Next up is Chen's Storm Stout Keg, a cosmetic backpack piece resembling a Pandarian keg. To earn this reward, complete 1 of the following achievements in the Cressarian Wilds. Next achievement reward is Chen Storm Stout's Bamboo Hat, Cloak, and Helm cosmetics, resembling Chen Storm Stout's iconic hat. To earn these rewards, complete the Konglai Summit achievements. Next up, Veil of the Eternal Blossoms. This zone rewards the Astral Cloud Serpent Mount. Complete 2 of the following achievements to earn this reward. Next we have Town Long Steeps. Rewards Muskot Calf, a yak battle pet. Complete 2 of the following achievements for this reward. Next we have the Dread Waste, which rewards an illusion, a weapon illusion with black and white smoke. Complete 1 of the following achievements for this reward. Next achievement reward is the Landfall achievement. This achievement rewards class armor transmogs, recolors of the elaborate 3-piece trading post transmog. For this reward, complete 2 of the following achievements. The last achievement reward you can earn is on the Isle of Thunder. This rewards you with a class weapon transmog, recolors of the elaborate trading post cosmetics. For this reward, complete 1 of the following. That's all of the achievement rewards you can earn, but there are plenty more rewards this event has to offer. There are many mounts you can purchase during the WoW Remix event, including 30 mounts that are new and exclusive to the event, as well as 11 rare Mists of Pandaria mounts that are hard to farm in retail. All mounts from the WoW Remix event can be purchased from any Infinite Bazaar. They all cost bronze, ranging from 2,000 all the way up to 50,000 bronze. You can also purchase several toys from Mists of Pandaria during the WoW Remix event. With the exception of the Mini Mana Bomb, all these are farmable in retail, and this is merely a way to farm them without depending on RNG. All the toys are sold by Horos at any Infinite Bazaar, ranging from 2,000 to 50,000 bronze. There are many vendors in this event that sell transmogs for your time runners, or for your entire account. When you buy a transmog set, it becomes usable right away account-wide. You can purchase and learn transmogs with any character, even for tier that do not originally belong to them. As an example of this, a Demon Hunter character can purchase or learn any cloth, leather, mail, or plate transmogs but can only use leather transmogs. Another reward this event has to offer is the Garrosh Heirlooms and Tusk of Manaroth cosmetics. These use another currency in addition to bronze, Bones of Manaroth, which are drops from Garrosh himself in normal difficulty and above. You can find this vendor at any normal or heroic apparel vendor in any Infinite Bazaar. That's it for today's video, guys. I hope this guide helps you out a little bit, and I hope you guys get all the transmogs and all the items you wanted. And I hope you guys have fun with this event. Cloudy Haze out.